Hello, my name is Logan, and I'm your host, the Mighty Pirate. In today's episode, I'm going over quality mechs for the clans in MechWarrior Online. In this, I will only be recommending non-hero, non-champion mechs. As the half off of everything sale is still going strong for the next week, I figure sooner is better than later. So, here's my list of clan mechs that I feel are high quality. Starting off with this list is the Piranha. Any of the Piranhas will do, but the Piranha A is my preferred Piranha. It has the ability to mount a bunch of AMS, so it's playable in faction play. And it has a little extra armor on the legs, so hooray. At 25 tons, we have the Mislinks. The Mislinks Prime is the mech you're going to go with. As with most of your clan mechs, they're Omni mechs, so you'll be swapping out components. If you feel like you need ECM, I believe it is the C that has the ECM component, and you'll just add that over to your Mislinks. At 30 tons, the Arctic Cheetah Prime. This one's perfect. It doesn't need any changes. It's great. So at 35 tons, we have the Kit Fox. Kit Fox C is the preferred variant because it has 3 AMS slots, and then you have hard points to mount pretty much whatever you want. I go with 1 ER large laser, 2 heavy mediums, and 2 light machine guns, and that works out really well for me. At 40 tons, we have the Arctic Wolf. The Arctic Wolf Prime is the go-to. At 15% cooldown reduction on your missiles, you will just tear through whatever you find. At 45 tons, we go into the Shadowcat. The Shadowcat Prime with 10% reduction on ballistics, so your Gauss rifle is firing more consistently. It is really frustrating when a Shadowcat is trying to snipe you and you just can't get a beat on him because of his narrow profile. Like, when he's on the side like that, it's really hard to catch him. At 50 tons, this was a toss-up. I went with the Hunchback 2C. Any of these Hunchbacks will do. Just pick your flavor of ballistics, missiles, lasers, or what have you. All the Hunchback 2C variants are great. At 55 tons, this was another really tough call, but I went with the Vapor Eagle 1. It's a jump jet mech with the ability to mount heavy ballistics, so that's great. Going into the heavy mechs, the Hellfire A. Oh, not the Hellbringer, Hellfire. It gets over 100 kph with mask. It comes stock with a Gauss rifle, and then it has a complement of streak missiles. Stock, this mech is devastating. I personally take off the heavy medium lasers and just replace them with ERs because it's a little too hot for me. But it is a great mech, and at 60 tons, it goes way too fast. So, another fast clan mech, the Hunchback C. Here we go. It has a great laser entourage and the ability to mount multiple PPCs with this, and then machine guns. It's a great harasser. It's a great vanguard mech. If you don't like that, the Linebacker Prime is also a really consistent variant. People usually Frankenstein various Omnipods onto the Linebacker to make it their own personal flavor, but the Linebacker chassis is excellent. Then we have at 70 tons, we have the Sun Spider. Ooh, another one of those mechs, you can't go wrong with this. They're all great. Another one of those mechs that winds up getting Frankenstein's with omnipods, so people will wind up having 3 or 4 different omnipods on one frame just to get all the various things they're looking for. The perks aren't really that great, so people aren't really that concerned about keeping a full omni set bonus, so it's pretty common to see them get swapped. 75 tons, this was another really tough one, but for just a mech that's good off the gates, I went with the Night Gyre C. Wait. No. Night Gyre D. This is the one. Ooh, this thing's perfect right out the gates. You can swap it over to ATMs if you prefer that, but the 440 rack or the 420 racks, ooh, real spicy. And it has jump jet, so it's able to get into fairly good firing angles that a lot of other mechs can't. And the ability to kind of it has pretty good ability to lean forward and lean back, so you can get better missile arcs at targets below or above you. Big fan of the Night Gyre, or at least that Night Gyre. Going into the 80-ton mechs, the Gargoyle C. A lot of people wouldn't agree with this, but man, the Gargoyle is way stronger than I gave it initial credit for. I originally just took it on an opinion of oh, what can I do with this garbage mech? But I actually found out that the Gargoyle C that thing's a monster. I swapped it to small lasers because it runs hot, but I kept that AC-20, and wow, this guy, for an 80-ton mech, he moves very quick, and your ability to torso twist to throw an arm in the way, though that's where all your weapons are, at least you have the ability to spread your damage around. That's very useful. At 85 tons, my favorite mech of all time, Marauder 2C D variant. Man, this thing has got me through a lot of games. The preferred build for me is ECM, 2 ER larges, 2 Gauss rifles, 2 SRM6 racks. It moves fast. It bats above its weight class. It's able to take on light mechs. It's a great command mech. I'm a big fan of the Marauder 2CD. Then at 90 tons, we go with the Mad Cat Mark II. Once again, you can't go wrong with any of these. The most popular mech I see is actually the Death Strike, but any of these will work. I personally use the missile variant, which I believe is the 4? Yeah. And I just put 4 LRM 15 racks on it, chain fire, and it's great. It moves fast, and then you can put lasers on it to defend yourself against light mechs. At 95 tons, there aren't actually any clan 95-ton mechs in MechWarrior Online. So I went with 2 100-ton mechs, which were the Direwolf S. If you're going to go with the Direwolf, go with the S. And it's because it has a center torso jump jet hardpoint. And you only take one, and it's just for the ability to rotate your mech fast. If you use the jump jet and you make a twist, you will turn so much faster than just regular walking speed, and I think that is worth I think it's 1 or 2 tons. Otherwise, Frankenstein the heck out of this mech. People put all kinds of nonsense on this. The most popular build is 6 AC2s and then lasers. So, Direwolf S. Then the Kodiak 3. I like the Kodiak 3 because it has huge torso slots for ballistics and then laser arms. It's kind of tricky to use the laser arms because this mech stands so tall. However, once you get the hang of it, you can shoot almost off screen with these arms because they have so much flexibility. And then you put 2 LBX-20s up top or 2 Ultra 20s, whatever you want. And, well, if you catch someone unaware, it moves fast and it hits real hard. Anyway, that has been my filthy casual guide to MechWarrior Online Clan Mechs. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope to see you on the battlefield.